Some people still believe in a possible alien invasion, and others do not believe even these things unfortunately are wrong on both guesswork and beliefs, as this has occurred because the Earth has been invaded and dominated often, even today. They never left actually, only are everywhere and were hidden, but are now showing more and more. And also what may occur in the future is another domination of the positive or favorable beings, somehow humanity against the negatives that are already here long. The truth is before your eyes, is being shown, presented to you, yourself who prefers not to see it so as to be, but believe tales and stories that disadvantage in many cases human perception. Many use it for time to take their own income, and remain so today. So much on top as the bottom, positive and negative extraterrestrials are around us. They are above the Earth's crust on the surface, beneath it in huge caverns, tunnels, networks that connect and lead the huge galleries, where there are all kinds of activities and structured cities are shrouded the planet, the moon throughout our solar system. As has happened several times in the past and will occur in the future, they are confronted by defending common interests and ideologies, and we are among them. Humanity is included in agreements between positive and negative extraterrestrials. Them, even though on opposite sides, seal agreements that affect us directly, that can be beneficial for terrestrial human race or not. Ancient battles between extraterrestrial beings with different ideologies have occurred throughout the world. There are many traces of such confrontations in the history of this planet and human, but they were interpreted and understood in the wrong way by the population of the time. Scientists have found genes unknown and is treated as junk DNA in the human genome, but actually it comes to various mixtures of DNAs. Extraterrestrials obviously could not be otherwise, as do parts of their genetic manipulation and even creation. Since the creation of the first human race, they manipulated the DNA of many shapes and forms. Time to advance the human race in a positive development, time to exterminate it, as happen often. Human DNA can be changed in many ways, either through sounds, that is vibration, through light is radiation, even through we eat. But this kind of manipulation in the human body in any way, it comes from the same extraterrestrial groups because they are of different group, the favorable development of mankind, and that takes advantage of it, controlling it by self-interest, are those who aims to reduce it to better control, are the gods of the Illuminati Satanistas. This is currently taking place because we found many kinds of harmful manipulation human health, either in air, water, food, vaccines and medicine. Looks like it's been a battle against the natural evolution of the human race. I say this because all our solar system is changing. We are entering areas of the galaxy with photon energy that positively alter the DNA and change human consciousness. Therefore, these genetic alterations found in the genetically modified food, chemicals in water and air, would be to stop or hinder this process of natural evolution. The Earth is indeed a laboratory planet used by various types of extraterrestrial beings. There are scathing reports of researchers and scientists, who claim to have found at least 15 types of extraterrestrial genes in human DNA. This means that the human being is derived from at least 15 different extraterrestrial races. The tone of the eyes, skin and height indicate this possibility, and among other things, the territorial division, each with specific changes corresponding to a race or extraterrestrial experiment. Perhaps this fact that each location idolizes different gods, or the same gods with different names, so it created several different cultures, different languages and also different religions. 100% of human history, this directly on or indirectly to beings from other worlds and other dimensions. Negative like to go through gods and take gains of blind and ignorant worship of the faithful, in this and in the other reality, as they are the positive and were also still bad interpreted and understood by men and are also considered as gods or God. We are his experiments, positive or negative way, are his guinea pigs in this reality, in this planet lab that many call Earth. Physically we are their prisoners in this prison planet. We have the great opportunity to really gain freedom or free will in fact, but for this to happen depends on ourselves, acquiring knowledge to experience the awakening of consciousness, and as a result of knowledge, if on the positive side, then you will experience the spiritual awakening. Some people have their awakening as a call from your higher self, or positive beings who know very well our true origin and who actually came to this planet, but the vast majority people need this help, but only they can decide whether or not to evolve. A person with a degree of knowledge of the real truth knowledge, feel free physically, consciously and spiritually. Only the knowledge of the truth liberates, but you are your worst enemy. Their fears, their egos, their ignorance, only makes you weak in all directions. You need to know more. Look carefully inside you, and you shall know who are you. That way you will find answers, and they will not stop coming to you, because your consciousness feeds knowledge, and therefore, seek answers from the truth. Positive beings want us to do our part. They respect the free will of being, as well as being physical bodies that were, that are and can be manipulated just like any be the third dimension. There are spirits and consciences not they can be manipulated chemically and technologically, thus need to evolve spiritually and acquire knowledge, or on the other hand, no matter the question is evolving to save. But just a note, this is not about religion, but with true spirituality of being and the positivism of feeling and true knowledge. Believe or have faith in the void, it will not take you anywhere, because each person creates as himself what to believe and believe. The only things that are taken when disembodies are what you have learned and followed as read, your feelings, your vibrational mode. It is positive that reality, then you have positive vibes in the other and join with other beings with the same vibrations. This does not mean you will not see other low vibrational beings to the fourth dimension. These beings become present, but not in the fifth dimension. The more you vibrate, the more rises the spirit and consciousness. Then everything depends on yourself. Only you can do for you, even with assistance from others. As we know, the thoughts and emotions generate feelings that generate vibrations, as well as the words. They are positive or negative. If positive, we can change even the DNA,